buddy. You got water on the lens. Hi, good morning. Good morning, everybody. It's Wednesday. I have to tell myself what day of the week it is about 100 times a day. Hi, Red. Hi, Bud. Hi, Scarlett. Jennifer, we don't reach for them, touch them, pet them, because it's for their health. They work really hard on being waterproof. And if we were to touch them, that oil that they excrete on their feathers would come off on us. There's the mountain duck. Good morning, everybody. Happy Wednesday. Look at all those butterflies up there above the yellow elder. And there's the violaceous Turaco, way up there. Cindy, the conservatory has been here 17 years, and I've been here 15 of those years. Tracy, the Turacos are their own species. There's actually a lot of different types of Turacos, and they don't really need anything other than lots of fruit. And ours are really particular. They only like blueberries and red grapes. Yes, I see you. I hear you. Yeah. No, Suzanne, we don't have the license to sell the music that we play here. We pay a licensing fee in order to play it. It's almost all from a group called 2002. You have to search the music group 2002 when you're looking for it. Otherwise, you get a bunch of stuff from the year 2002. Jessica, the flamingos are looking for attention. They're talking to each other. Woo! Yes. They're talking to each other, but they're also being hams. They hear me talking to the camera and they want me talking to them. Yeah, I hear you. Yeah. Wow, beautiful. Good job, buddy. You can also, if you have iTunes or you search for music, you can also search massage music, and you'll get a pretty good playlist. Brett is 5'1", standing like this. He's 5'1", and Scarlett's about 4'6". Yes, Nancy, flamingos are very social, and these two in particular are very attached to human interaction. I know! Where are the people? Yes! Tell us! Where are the people? Yeah! We want our people back! We want our people back! Yeah! I know! You're so pretty! Yeah! Oh, beautiful feathers! Beautiful feathers! Yeah! I know! Wow! No, Christine, we do not have hummingbirds. Hummingbirds are very territorial and will fight to the death in a confined space. So we have honey creeper finches. They look like hummingbirds, but they're not territorial. Tracy, flamingos, the internet tells me that flamingos are between 6 and 8 pounds. I've only picked up Rhett one time when he was being a particularly naughty boy, and I had to get him back in the pond because we had 1,000 guests in here. And he was running around all crazy. And I guesstimate him to be about 9 pounds. Yes, their wings were clipped before we adopted them. I know. Oh, beautiful. Good job, Rhett. Good job. Beautiful. Yes. I know. Yeah? Okay. All right. You will, Pat. I'll find a honey creeper. If they stay put, there's a female honey creeper right here. Oh, see. Okay, there's 2 different kinds of honey creepers right there. The green, goodness, everybody's a little skittish this morning. I'll go over here and stand in one place for a minute. See if everybody will come back. No, Patricia, they had their wings clipped one time and they don't grow back. They were adopted because they were at a breeder's facility in Canada and we wanted them to live a happy life here. Okay, let's see. Let's look for a honey creeper. Yes, they were at a breeding facility in Toronto. Yeah, Lisa, they're pretty feisty because they're not getting near the amount of people visiting that they're used to. Okay, see, right there, there's the paradise tanager, but behind him, there's that guy. Looks like he has a mohawk. That's a honey creeper. You have a long beak. There, not that guy. Here we go. A long beak that's used for sucking up nectar. That guy right there with his back to us, he's a honey creeper. No, Sharon, they generally ignore the butterflies. They duck and have a bit of an attitude when they get too close to them, but mostly they ignore them. Okay, here, since nobody's cooperating, here's a yellow-legged honey creeper. That's the one I was just trying to show you at the bird feeder that was turning his back to us so you couldn't see his beak. I haven't seen Mama and her babies yet this morning. Oh, there goes Josephine. Hi. Hi. Mama and her 4 babies are around here somewhere. Yes, Tracy, we normally have 35. Right now we have 2 at a time, the 2 in the garden, feeding everybody, and then they leave and we have 2 more come in. 1 doing butterfly artwork and 1 shipping. Barbara, Josephine is a Japanese quail, and she came in a batch of eggs that we incubated. I ordered Chinese button quail eggs to incubate, and she happened. So she's the only one we have in here. No, Paula, we don't have hummingbird moths. The only moths we have in here currently are atlas moths. We do usually have Luna moths, but not currently since we're not open. Hi, Rhett. Hi, bud. Hi. Thank you. Hi. Hi. We've thought about getting her a mate, but these guys in here reproduce like bunny rabbits, and I think maybe she lives a better life, not constantly being sitting on eggs, having babies. She gets up in the morning, she gets all the mealworms she can eat. She eats until she beaches herself, and she takes a nice long nap. Then she gets up and does whatever she pleases. with no boys chasing after her. Yes, we're gonna have the plant class later. We have to clear out the 2 employees back here so Tracy can come, and she'll be doing our class, and I'll turn the music off so we can hear her a little better. I hear ya. I hear you. So Donnie, Rhett and Scarlett are always here. When we're open, they're normally here in their pond enclosure during business hours. And then we do a thing called a Flamingo every day after hours from 4:30 to 6 p.m. where I open this here gate and they come running out and they come over and they hang out and have fun with 6 people over there in the gazebo. You have to book that online in advance. Before all this craziness happened, we were booked solid for a year out, but now plenty of openings. So whenever we are allowed to open again and it's safe for everybody to travel down here, I'll have plenty of availability. If you know your dates already, just go to keywestbutterfly.com and do buy admission and you'll see the link for Flamingo. I know. No, Candy, they don't really have a preference. During this time where we have so few people in here, they're happy to see anybody that comes their way. Under normal operating time, every single day and every single interaction is very, very different. I don't know exactly what time the plant class is going to be whenever Tracy gets here. Sometime between now and 11. We were planning for 10-ish, but planning is hard for new reality. I know. Yeah. You're beautiful. I know. Yeah. Okay. Ooh, and take a bow. Yeah. Yes. Yes, all the animals are missing visitors. They're so used to there being a constant stream of new people to admire them. They're getting a little bored with the few of us in here. Yes, it's climate controlled in here. It's always 80 degrees with 80% humidity. I know. Yes, I know. Yes, they get to do whatever they want these days. I know. And we're making sure there's always someone back here with them, but like I said, they're sick of us. They want strangers, new voices, new people, new interactions. But we're taking shifts and I'm bringing them toys. They completely ignore them, but maybe on some level, eventually they'll start paying attention. at all those morphos. Look at that. There's so many in the air. Wow. Nancy, the underside of their wings are black. Dale, I fell into this completely by accident. 16 years ago, I started off on a misguided camping trip, camping my way across the United States. And I only had one rule. That rule was that I would never backtrack. I wanted to see everything. So I kept that rule, but as it turns out, I am not very good at reading maps, and I didn't quite recognize that there was only one road in or out of this place. So when I got to the end of the road, I had to make a decision that I would either break my rule or stay. And I wasn't ready to break my rule. So I stayed. I had to quit the tent because they didn't allow tent camping back then. I don't think they do now either. And I got a hotel room for a day, and then I got an apartment on a houseboat. And that novelty of an apartment on a houseboat kept me here for a couple years. I had to work 5 jobs. It's very expensive to live here. But the novelty of it kept me here. And then I discovered this place and realized I'd probably never leave. I love it here. So we had a question a minute ago about how do you feed the flamingos. So in nature, flamingos eat whatever they can get from the water. They filter feed like whales. And in other places where there are flamingos in captivity, they throw their food into the water and they filter it like flamingos in the wild. But these two, they never really caught on to eating something that's in the water. So they actually go to their bowl, it's a regular dog bowl, and fill their mouth with food and then go into the water and filter it. And they do that all day. Just like dogs who, you'll see them fill up their mouth and then they'll take their food somewhere else to eat it. That's what these two do. Okay, I hear the doors opening and closing, so I think that means the staff are exchanging places. Tracy will be arriving. The other staff will be leaving. So I will go sanitize all the doorknobs, and then we'll be back for plant class. See you in just a little bit.